She inspires people just from being with them. She's like one big ball of inspiration.
She's a bulldog, and she goes above and beyond what's asked of her.
When you see that one person start to come alive, and you know that they then are going to touch many, many, many other people, that's very powerful.
I feel like I talk to my mom like she's like my peer versus me saying, oh, I don't think I can say that. I just kind of say it. But I get that from her. It's all her fault. Because she's always been very, very blunt and very, very straightforward. It was always my mother and my brother and myself. We were the three musketeers kind of thing. We have a father, of course. Everybody has a father.
When I was 20, we got married. We stayed married for 10 years. We grew up together and we planned things. Yeah, we're gonna grow up and get married. You know how as kids do. So, my goodness, I was hanging out with my cousins and they said, listen, we know you can really make some money. So I started stripping. Should I put that on film? It's my life. So I started stripping. And can I say that in itself was an education. I know scripture to and fro before I, became Muslim. I was a Christian because that's the household we grew up in, Christian, Jehovah's Witnesses. Can you imagine you're dancing on someone, but you're preaching to them at the same time? That's why they would say, you have lost your mind. You are out of your element. What are you doing here? And I'm talking to them about the degradation of what they're doing, and I'm right in the midst of it. But I couldn't help it. I just couldn't help myself. We have to talk about this. And then I know that weighed heavy on the marriage. But I'm taking this money home and we're gonna go make cookies. Me and my kids. Or we're gonna go shopping. I did that for a while. And before I got into the catering thing.
My mom always would tell me, Jocelynn, don't forsake your role. I had to spit the same advice back at her. 13 years, she was working in food service. She was good at it, but it wasn't what she wanted to do.
At Orleans Technical Institute, the instructors said some of you are going to realize that you are in some very dysfunctional relationships. I have to say, I was in a marriage that was horrific, and it's hard getting in school. And so to come home and have to fight with this crazy out of his mind drunk person, nah, it wasn't going to work out. That was husband number 4. Baby, I got a story to tell you. Husband number 4.
So with LaRhonda, I remember many days just coming into the class and sitting down and looking at her, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh. Her face was telling volumes about where she was. The program is much more than a collection of courses. It is a journey that each of them take. And LaRhonda is one of those examples who takes that private journey, goes through those days coming in crying, and then leaves out a shining star.
She started out as an intern of Gaudenzia New Beginnings. Our specialty is helping people heal from alcohol and drug addiction. LaRhonda is a counselor assistant 1. She has a caseload of 9. It's really hard to teach people how to treat other people like decent human beings. That's something that you have or you don't have it, period. And she has it.
This is how you know you're effective. You don't tell yourself that. People will show you. When they come back and they are success stories, when they come back and they are still clean and sober, you've been effective. You know that you are impacting somebody's life and you have assisted them in empowering themselves. It's awesome.
You can't do this for money. You have to do it for the love of helping people. LaRhonda has that personality.
I believe that all the stuff that I went through prepared me for this. I know that. I know it did. I feel it. I think that we are obligated, and maybe that's the spiritual part of me, we are obligated to take care of each other. I think it's what we are supposed to do. Not because you want kudos or you want to inspire a person. You just should just do it because it's the right thing to do.